Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far, and I hope the weather is going to be better by you than it is by here by me. I am in northern Illinois, a southwest suburb of Chicago, and we are supposed to be getting some nasty, nasty weather today. But you know what? It is that time of the year for these types of things, so we're a little bit used to it. Today we're going to be working on our sew along project here on the channel called Framed Pinwheels. It is a Missouri Star Quilt Company pattern. I've already gone ahead and most of you have even finished it, and that's fantastic. It does not upset me in the least. But we here on this, me here, I am still working on pinwheels. I'm getting tired of pinwheels. I gotta tell you guys, I'm really getting tired of them. Today we're going to be ironing them up the ones that we sewed the last time, and then we'll probably start trimming some down. Now, I do want to apologize in advance. We do need to end our stream today just a little bit early. We're going to be ending today at 12 or 12 Central instead of 12:30 Central, and that is because Mama Joyce, Sherlock, Cheryl, and I, along with a couple of other friends, are actually going to an Elvis concert this afternoon. It's a competition. It's an ETA, so an Elvis tribute artist competition. We've been following a lot of these tribute artists for a while now. We've really kind of gotten into the circuit. And this particular concert today is a competition, and it's the beginning portion of the competition, which is going to be really exciting. So we are not really sure if we're going to enjoy it or not, but we're going to have a good time anyway. We've been looking forward to this since I think September or October, so it's we're really excited to finally get here. And the one really cool thing about this particular concert is that when we go back to our Elvis Festival in July, because you guys know we do that in July, when we go to our Elvis Festival in July, the last day, that Sunday, they're going to, after the festival has finished, they're doing another competition concert like today, except that one's going to be the final competition before they go on to compete in Graceland, which is really kind of cool. So some of the performers that we see today, we may actually see them at the finals, or maybe not. It all depends on how they end up scoring throughout the competition. Competitions are going on throughout the country, so if that's something that might be of interest to you, I encourage you to check it out. You're going to want to look for Ultimate Elvis Competitions is what you're going to want to look for. So either way, that's what we're going to be doing this afternoon. So I do have to end our stream just 30 minutes early today to make sure that we get there on time, but that is, I'm sure you guys are going to be okay with that. But anyway, so we're going to be working on some pinwheels. I've already started pressing some of them already. I'm going to be pinwheeling the center of them. I'm sure you guys know what that means, but just in case, it's where you make the seams all go in a pinwheel type fashion so that everything lays nice and flat for you, and you don't have a whole lot of bulk right here in the center. I'm also using my pressing pen to help me get those seams down nice and super flat. This is an awesome tool to have in your arsenal. Um, I don't use it a lot, but I do use it when we have these really thick seams that we need to get to lay really, really flat. So it's a little bit of a pain when you're using it for all of your seams, but it does work really well. This is called Acorn Precision Piecing Products. It's called an Easy Press Pen, and you can refill it with the starch that they provide you with when you purchase it, or you can use your own starch once it's done. It's really kind of cool. It fills from the bottom, and then it's just got a little felt tip on the end of it that applies the starch. So that's really exciting. So that's what we're going to get into today. The first thing, though, of course, I want to pop into chat and say hello to everybody there. Now, of course, I forgot to sign in here because I was busy doing something. So give me just a hot second here. Sorry, I'm not prepared. I should have been more prepared. There we go. While I am going through chat, if you wouldn't mind so kindly as to go ahead and tickle that like button for me, I'd really appreciate it. And if you are not already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And of course, if you are a subscriber and are interested in joining our members only series, make sure that you check in that link down below as well while I am going through chat. Very first person in chat that I found this morning was Brat46. Good morning, Brat46. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you are well. Carrie Leonard is also here with us this morning. Good morning, Carrie. So is Linda. Good morning, Linda. Thank you so much for joining us as well this morning. Who else is here in chat with us? Sandra K is also here. Good morning, Sandra. She's just watching hoarders on TV. We actually have one in our neighborhood. Like, not the one that would have been on TV, of course, but we actually have a couple of them in our neighborhood, and it's it's really interesting to see them and kind of see how they live and also you kind of feel bad for them because usually there's some type of trauma based situation that has caused that. So yeah, that show can be really interesting. And it's always nice when those people are able to find peace and help. So but I'm glad you're enjoying it. Susan the Handy Quilter is also here with us this morning. Good morning, Susie. Susan. Sorry. I got tongue-tied there for a second. Good morning, Susan. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you for being a member of the channel. I really appreciate that. Thank you to all of my members, of course. Let's see who else is here. What UFO you're working on, Susan? Sandra wants to know. Good question. Sandra says, I have two. I'm working on a Bargello. Oh, I hate Bargellos. And a rag quilt. Rag quilts are fun, except for the snipping part. That's not so much fun. But Bargellos, they make me batty. They really do. Susan says she's sewing the binding on the map panel quilt as well as trimming half square triangles for the last two 2025 Guild Mystery Quilt. Fun. I do apologize for the noise in the background. My neighbor's started his car up this morning. Sandra says, the leader and under log cabin keeps growing. I am remembering them better than I was. That's good. Jean, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you again. And thank you for joining us yesterday on our Saturday, our After Dark edition. We really appreciated you to be there, as well as everybody else. I appreciated everybody else being there as well. We had a great crowd of folks. Mama Joyce and Sherlock Cheryl, we all had a great time. It was a lot of fun. So thank you guys for hanging out with us yesterday evening and again this morning. I really appreciate that. Let's see who else is in chat this morning. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Lucas is in the house. Morning, bud. Welcome back. I'm glad to hear that you and Tony got home safely last night. Hopefully you guys didn't get too much snow. You'll have to let us know more about that this morning. They were supposed to be getting nailed with some snow. Patty, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Let's see who else is here. Still going through chat. Raven, good morning. Thank you so much for being here as well. Happy Sunday morning to you. Linda also is here with us this morning. Linda, happy Sunday morning. Welcome back. Raven says, good morning, Lucas. Shouldn't you be shoveling and leaving all the thimbles for us? I like that. I like that. That's funny. Gladys, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. Kathy, good morning. Welcome back. For some reason, I thought you were on vacation this week, but I think it's 2 weeks, right? Either way, I hope you enjoy that time off when you get to it. And thank you so much for being here. And thank you for being a moderator of the channel. I say it all the time, but I'm so grateful to my moderators. This is not a one-woman show, as much as you sometimes think it is. My moderators do an amazing job of making sure that everybody is having a great time, that everybody's chatting, and that we're all getting along really well. And of course, they keep all those trolls out too. So thank you guys so much for doing that. Kathy, Lucas, and Terry are amazing, and I just can't thank them enough. So thank you guys for being there for me. And don't forget to check out their channels as well. Well, not Lucas. He doesn't have one. But Kathy and Terry both have their own channels. So make sure you check them out. If you're not already a subscriber, go head over there and subscribe to them. If for nothing more than just to say thank you as a thank you from me. I really appreciate that. Let's see who else is in chat this morning. Still scrolling through, guys. Sorry about that. Give me just a second. I like to try and say hi to just about everybody that I can. You know, it was cold in this room a few minutes ago, so I had the heater on, and then I turned the heater off just before I turned the live stream on, and now I'm warm. I can't win. Y'all know how that goes, right? I'm not alone. Fern King, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. High wind advisory, Brat46 says. Yeah, I saw something about high winds today. Let's see. Still scrolling through chat, guys. Give me just a second here. Almost done. Jean says, I have one of those pressing pens, but I've never used it. Jean, I like using it when I do pinwheel seams. That's really the only time I ever use it is when I'm doing the pinwheel seams because it really makes those seams like nice and flat and crushed down. I only pull it out when I have that seam that, because we all have one of those seams. You know, one of those seams that just, it will not lay flat the way you want it to, no matter how hard you hit it with the iron or with steam or whatever. It just won't stay down. That's when that pen is really awesome. So I don't use mine very much either, but I will be using it quite a bit today just because of all the pinwheels. Let's see. Let's see who else. Oop, stupid thing scrolled on me again. Laura, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. Rita is also here this morning. Good morning, Rita. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being a moderator. Rita says, Danny, I love, 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 love fat quarters. Thank you. Oh, well, Rita, you're very welcome. As a member of the channel and as a member, as an expert in our experts club, you got your thimble, your fat quarter membership perks. As well as any of the thimble redemptions that you had as well. So those all went out in the mail last week, so everybody should have them by now. If you expected to have one in the mail and you did not receive it, please send me an email and let me know. I do have tracking numbers for all of them, except for two. Two of them I actually mailed like in an envelope, so those might take a hot minute to get to you. But everything else I should have tracking numbers for. Let's see, Laura. I said good morning to you, but good morning again, Laura. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you again. Shirley in Alaska. Good morning, Shirley. Welcome back to the channel. I can't say as I remember seeing your name in chat before. Welcome. If you are a new member or a new subscriber to the channel, please let us know. Make sure you let Lucas know so he can get you hit up with some extra thimbles. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. I hope you have a great time. Oh, the snow is tonight. Oh, I thought it was last night. Okay, gotcha. Lucas says the snow is going to be tonight to tomorrow. Judy, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. Susan says our mountain passes got hammered with heavy snow last week. Interesting. Hi, baby. I see you. Can you wait just a minute? Kathy says, yes, I will miss 2 Sundays. No problem, Kathy. No problem at all. Not a problem. You know what? Vacations are important. You know, resetting our brain, those types of things, that's all really important. So not a problem for me. Don't you even worry about our channel here. I hope you have a fantastic time and you're able to reset and really enjoy yourself. But I do appreciate you letting me know because I worry. When I don't see you guys in chat for a little while, I actually start to worry. Rita says, so ready for those triple digits. Ooh, no, thank you. No, thank you. Looks like Lucas got Shirley some extra thimbles. Thank you very much for thank you very much, Lucas, for getting her taken care of. First time here in a live chat, Shirley says, awesome. Well, welcome. I hope you have a great time. As you can see, I'm joined by a puppy. There'll be more in a minute. Don't you worry. Oh, it sounds like the rain has already started here. We're supposed to be getting some nasty rain. Danny told me this week. What did Danny tell you this week? Oh, the bobbins. Oh, somebody said, I've been trying to figure out what those plastic white things are, though. Oh, you know what? Let me show you. Because a couple of people have asked me. Hold on. Let me grab one. Hang on. I thought I had one out and I don't. So let me grab one. Let me show you. Hi, baby. Hold on. I'll get you in just a minute. Let me show you. So I try to keep my space organized. Here, let me just make sure that I've said hello to everybody. Rita says, oh, I love those plastic things now that I know what they are. Snowing in Iowa. Opposite side of campus, it was pouring in Madison. 8 degrees in Alaska. She says, I'm so over winter. Yeah, I would be too. Oh my goodness. So these white things, if you guys have gotten a thimble redemption from me this month, then I threw a bunch of these in here. There's the little white thing. Okay. There was also black ones because I had just a ton of extra ones. And so there's these little black ones. There's a black one and there's a white one. And these are bobbin holders. They didn't quite work for what I wanted them to do in my sewing space. So I gave them to you guys. I hope you guys don't mind. So the black ones, the long end goes into the thread spool and the small end holds the bobbin like this. See? Now they're together. The problem with these is that I actually have a spool holder where that holds, that the spools go into, and these pieces were just too long for that, so I couldn't use them in my space. So that's why I threw them in the Notions bin. The other one is these little white ones here. And the white ones have a little knob on the back and then a flat piece on the top. The spool, the bobbin, goes in the top. It snaps in, so then that way it doesn't fall out. And then this piece clips into the thread like that, so that it holds the bobbin. The problem with this one is, that I have found, that I'm having a hard time with, is I like to use my little bobbin clips, and in using the bobbin clips, they don't really fit very well into these little white. They don't really fit. So I couldn't use them, and so that's why I gifted them to you guys. So if you got one of these white pieces here or one of these black pieces here in your thimble redemptions, that is what they are for. And I found these that I use now. They're very expensive. They're not cheap at all. They're very expensive, actually. But they seem to work the best for what my sewing space needs. But they hold the bobbin with the thread. So if you got a thimble redemption this month, then you probably got a handful of those. Brett says, I like the white ones as I have chopsticks in a foam core and I can stack several on one chopstick. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. So that is what those are for. I only have a couple of those left because I've been giving them away like with every redemption, it seems. So I only have a handful of those left. But yeah, but I am restocking my Notions bin. All of that stuff is coming in today. I'll be excited to show you guys. Hopefully next weekend I'll be able to show you what all the new Notions look like, so you guys can get an idea of what it is that you're going to be redeeming your thimbles in for. But yeah, in the meantime, oh, you know what we should do? We should call the puppies in here, shouldn't we? We should do that first. Let's do that first while the iron is warming back up. As you guys know, we have a new member of our puppy guild. Oh, Wrigley's already in here. Hi, Wigglers. Where are the other two? Oh, there's Benji. Where's Addie? Addison! Addison, do you want a treat? I don't know where Addison's at. Wonder if she might be with Kevin. Come here, Benji. Benji is our new puppy. Come here. Take it nice. Good boy. Good boy. And of course, Wrigley. Addison must be with Mr. Wizard. Benji and Addison have been playing all morning, and I think that Addison just got tuckered out. And I think Kevin took her into his sewing space just to kind of get her to rest from being away from Benji for a little bit. That's my guess. I'll make sure she gets some treats later. But there are our puppies. Wrigley is a little black and white one. You can see her sitting there. She's probably going to be parked in the bed there. Ivy is usually the one that's hanging out with me here in the sewing room. And of course, our big new puppy, Benji. He is 6 months old. And a bowl full of fun. So, all right. So what is everybody else working on tonight? It says, yes, they work for where I put my bobbins. Yes, now they are not going to end up rolling around when the thread comes off. Yeah, that is kind of where I was at with my stuff, too, is I didn't want them rolling around. Yeah, so that's why I've been trying to find ways to organize my own space. Wrigley, what are you doing? She's funching. She does this a lot. She funches. Yeah, I don't know where Addie's at. I think she's probably with Mr. Wizard. She's probably hiding with Mr. Wizard just to get some rest from the puppy. The puppy has a lot of, Benji has a lot of energy, and he really, really likes to play with Addie because they are the same breed. And for the most part, Addie does a great job of playing with him, but every once in a while she's like, no, I've had enough. I am old. So we try to give them a little bit of time out when we can. This one is... So in order to pinwheel a seam, sometimes you got to take out a couple of stitches here just in the corner. Because I stitch all the way up to the end. I don't stop the 1/4 inch away. So sometimes you got to pull out just a couple of stitches. But yeah, so today we're going to be working on pinwheeling up all these seams. Maybe we'll get some trimming done. Because these pinwheels all need to be trimmed up to 5-inch squares. And then Sunday, we'll get to the other block. Pinwheels are a pain. Hi Mona, good evening, good morning, welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. I hope you're well. Fern says, I am still hand quilting my sister's quilt. I will be 100 years old before I get it done. LOL. King size. Oh yeah, and hand quilting it. Wow, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. Sandra, I have to agree. Yeah, that is very nice of her to do that for sure. For sure. All right. So it's going to be kind of a little bit boring of a stream today, guys, because we're just, it's all part of the process. I've got these are here are already pressed and ironed up and trimmed down. These here are pressed but need to be trimmed. And then we've got this many here that still need to be pressed. So we're going to try and, my goal is to get everything pressed up today and hopefully start getting some trimming done. But with the shorter stream today, we'll have to wait and see how it goes. We'll have to wait and see how things go. I do have the divorce lawyer out today, but that is just so that I can pull out a couple of these stitches. When you're doing these pinwheel seams, sometimes you got to pull out a stitch or two just to kind of get everything to lay the way it's supposed to. But yeah, so we're going to this concert today. I'm really excited about it. We've been looking forward to it for a while. We got into this Elvis festival, you guys know. If you've been a member of the channel or a subscriber for the channel for a while, you'll know that I take some time off in July to go to this Elvis festival down in Southern Illinois. It's a great festival. If you guys are Elvis fans, I strongly encourage it. It's a really nice, fun festival to go to. It's 3 days, 2 concerts a day, and it's really a lot of fun. Just outside of St. Louis, so there's plenty to do. They have a really, really cute quilt store right in Collinsville called Oh So Personal. They also have a location in O'Fallon as well. Huge quilt store. We always stop there whenever we're in town or driving through because they always have some really great things there. I think the owner's name is Melissa, if I remember correctly. Great little store. Fern doesn't like the design. She's quilting on this quilt, so she's over it. Yeah, I can imagine that's got to be difficult, quilting the design that you really don't like. That's going to take even longer to do, I would think. So yeah, so we kind of got into this Elvis Festival, which the Elvis Festival is filled with contestants or winners of this Ultimate Elvis competition. So that's kind of how we became aware of it. We weren't even aware that it was a thing. We call ourselves Elvis fans, right? But we started kind of getting involved with it that way. And then we started to learn a little bit more about it and the competition and how it works and who's competing and things like that. And Sherlock Cheryl actually watches the competition. They do a live stream on YouTube, and so she actually was watching the competition this year and got to see them crown the new one, the new Ultimate Elvis tribute artist, um, which we've actually seen him in concert, so that was kind of cool. Um, but now this year, the festival coordinators are becoming even more involved in the actual competition itself with regards to hosting the competitions and things. So it's really going to be kind of cool to be able to witness that. And I know that's not for everybody, so I try not to spam the channel with it too much, but you guys know I'm a fan. Always have been, always will be. Rita says, I was lucky to see Graceland when I was stationed in the U.S. Navy in Milton, Tennessee, and saw Graceland before they turned it into a museum. Wow. I bet it does it. I assume it probably looks much different now. We did go actually to visit Graceland a few years ago, several years ago, in fact. And I would like to go back one year. I would really love to go back around Christmas time to see it decorated for the holidays. One day we'll get there. Sounds like Jean is also doing some hand stitching as well. I have the utmost of respect for you ladies doing the hand stitching. I hate hand stitching with a passion, and I'm not very good at it, which is probably part of the reason why I don't like it. It's not my thing. But I know that there's a lot of folks that do like the hand stitching. Um, and I think it's amazing that you guys have that skill and that talent and that patience to do that. The best I can do with hand stitching is my cross stitch stuff, and even that I have a hard time with sometimes. I don't have the patience for it. I need something a little bit more gratifying for myself, and a little bit I don't enjoy it. So, but I think it's amazing that there are people out there that do enjoy it and they're so beautiful, so talented, and so beautiful at it. We have a lot of subscribers here that do the hand stitching. Completely different now. Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure it's completely different than even when I was there not too long ago, a few years ago. I actually found a video online. There's a gentleman who actually who purchased the blueprints from the original designer of Graceland and then rebuilt it. He had to make some changes because of new zoning laws and new requirement, new things like that. But he actually rebuilt Graceland. Um, and so we were able to be able to see, because not many people have ever been able to see it, but the upstairs, because they keep it closed for good reasons. But he recreated it. And some of the furniture he was able to acquire, like some furniture in the jungle room, in the TV room downstairs. He was able to recreate it. And I got to watch one of the videos. Days the Lion. He's a traveler. He does a travel vlog. Actually was able to meet up with this gentleman. If you guys search YouTube, you could probably find it if you're interested. It was really cool. Like, he completely rebuilt it. It's in, I don't remember what state it's in now. You'll have to forgive me. I want to say Kentucky. It might even still be in Tennessee. I'm not sure, but he actually paid to have it rebuilt. It's incredible. Uh, he actually was able to accomplish that. and it's really cool. But you got to see like the layout of the upstairs, and and the rooms, and where the different staircases went, things like that. So it was pretty neat. If you're an Elvis fan, it's definitely something you could check out. I'm sure if you search like Guy recreates Graceland or something on YouTube, it would excuse me, it would show up. It's a private residence, so he doesn't open it up for tours or anything, but he did um invite this YouTuber to come see the house, which I thought was kind of cool. Just a second. I like to refer to hand stitching as a creative symphony of needle, thread, and hands meeting. Ooh, gee, that's very beautiful to say, yeah. Rita says, no, could not go upstairs at the time because when I went there, his aunt was living upstairs. Yeah, yeah. They did have a section of the house closed off when I was there because his aunt was still living in the home. Fern says, I'm quilting a double Irish chain. Oh boy. Go see the garden room. I think that is what it was called. I got to see the trophy room where all his gold records were displayed. Oh, got to see the garden room. Gotcha. Are you talking about the jungle room? That was the living room in the back of the house. He called it the jungle room. Then there was the TV room downstairs, as well as the billiard room, which was completely covered in fabric, which is really cool. Like literally, ceiling, floor to ceiling, covered in fabric. It was really cool. One of these days, and I'm sure it's probably out there somewhere, but I would love to see if I could find a pattern for the peacocks that are the stained glass peacocks in the parlor at Graceland. I'd love to see if I could find. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure Etsy has them somewhere, and I honestly have not really looked. But I'd love to see if I could find that because that is something I think I would really enjoy making. But you guys know Sherlock Cheryl made her Elvis quilt not too long ago. She is also a big fan of Elvis as well. Elvis and James Dean. Magpies are out flying from the tree to rooftops and back. Oh, wow. Hi, Brenda. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you are well. It is quiet in the house today. Mr. Wizard must be out in the garage because it is really quiet. There we go. Next weekend is Tony and Taylor's 23rd birthday. I'll be going out there on Saturday. Well, we all will be going out there on Saturday to hang out with Tony and Lucas. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, I'm sorry. To hang out with Tony and Lucas for Tony and Taylor's birthday. We were hoping to go to some quilt stores, but it appears that all the quilt stores are closed on Saturdays. So I guess I'm going to have to take a trip out there during the week because it looks like they're all closed on the weekends. which, it's fine. I understand. These mom and pop shops, they can't compete, or they want time for their families. I get that. I understand that. I respect that. Um, so I'll just have to take some time out during the week one day and drive out. Probably over the summer when Tony's not working. She's a school teacher right now, so she's a third grade teacher this year, so she's busy during the school year. Brenda says, I'm great. I was up late working on I. Still so much to do yet. Is that the legit kit? The I? Is that what you were doing in your retreat? I know you just came back from a retreat. Excuse me. But just a reminder to our members, we do have our members only live stream tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I will post the link in our community page for anyone who wants to join us. Just because you're not working on the Blackberry Bramble project does not mean you're not welcome to join us on our Zoom call if you'd like. And Brenda, just because you are working on the Blackberry Bramble project with us does not mean that you have to join the Zoom call. It's only if you want to. But we are working on block number 2 for that project, so that's really exciting. The first block was the whole center panel. It's huge and gorgeous. Brat 46, honey, there is no apology necessary. Absolutely no apology necessary, honey. I'm sorry to hear that you're in pain with your stuff there, and no, there's no need to apologize. Absolutely no need. But I appreciate it, but not necessary. Not necessary at all. I appreciate and I am grateful for whatever time any of you is able to spend with us, even if it's only 5 minutes. It's totally fine. But I do appreciate that. That is very kind of you to say. Um, Yes, Blue Iris was a bomb. I got first 3 months done, just now finishing. Oh, wow. Hi, Terry. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. But Brad 46, I'm sorry that you weren't feeling well and that things weren't going very well for you. Hopefully you're feeling better today. Good news is we're just about done with ironing these. Thank God. I feel like I'm never ending with these darn pinwheels. I want to be there tomorrow night. I won't promise that I won't fall asleep. No problem, Brenda. We understand. Like I said, if you're there, great. If you're not, that's okay too. There's always the replays. I make sure that those are recorded and replayed for our members, whoever, because I know that that time frame doesn't work for everybody. So if you're not able to make it, I completely understand. Unfortunately, that is the only time frame during the week that works for me, because I work late hours. I don't usually get home until about 6:30, and then I still need to eat dinner before our live stream starts. So Mr. Wizard is really nice about it, and he usually cooks dinner on the evenings that I have a live stream, which really saves a lot of time for me, and I truly appreciate that. Either him or Taylor will cook dinner, which is I'm so grateful for that. So grateful for that. In fact, I have to be honest and say I think the two of them have been cooking dinner a whole heck of a lot more than I have lately. I've just had a really lot going on in my corporate job, and by the time I get home, I just don't have any energy left to be creative when it comes to dinner and things like that. So they have been amazing taking on that role for me for a little while. Hopefully things will smooth out at some point. Everybody's getting their thimbles in. Speaking of thimbles, I did mention it yesterday, but Sandra, your 1 million thimble redemption prize box will be dropped in the mail tomorrow. It's a pretty heavy box. It's like almost 2 pounds. Like, just so you're aware. It's almost a 2-pound box. So it is a big prize. I tried to make sure that the prize matched the accomplishment, or as best as I could. So that goes for anybody else who is going to be redeeming their thimbles in for $1 million prize, or $1 million. No, no, no. 1 million thimbles prize. I do have the car up there, listed up there, but you don't necessarily need to pick the car. You could pick something else if you prefer. Sandra had mentioned that she really liked my thread saver, my flower thread saver, so I went and purchased one of those for her. I also purchased the blade that goes inside of it. So Sandra, please be careful when you assemble that. The blade is very sharp. But things like that, if I have a notion here that you really like, I'm happy to get one for you, as well as send you some other fun prizes. Or if you want to redeem in your prize for one of Mr. Wizard's cars, you can absolutely do that. He will pick a couple of 2 or 3 cars for you to choose from. We'll send you pictures of them, and then you can choose which one you want, and we'll package it up as best as we can to get it to you safely. Now, with Mr. Wizard's cars, they don't always travel very well. Sometimes, there's a lot of little pieces and things, so sometimes things fall off. In fact, Tony was just telling Mr. Wizard yesterday that she was dusting one of her cars, and the windshield wiper broke off because they're very teeny tiny plastic pieces. So Benji for $1 million. Sorry, Raven. Benji's not one of the notions. No, sorry. One of my notions, or one or more of my notions, depending on which one it is. You want a new clapper. You want my clapper, my ironing tools. You want the thread saver. Yeah, we can discuss it for sure. 1 million thimbles is a huge accomplishment here on this channel. You guys know it. So I would like to try and make sure that the prize matches the accomplishment for sure. So yeah, Sandra, yours will be going out in the mail on Monday. I can't wait to hear if you like it. Hopefully it'll be helpful to you. Hold, please. Looks like I've got some boxes at the front door, so I want to make sure that Mr. Wizard knows about those. Mr. Wizard, if you're watching, there's boxes at the front door. Jean says embroidering butterflies. Ooh, that sounds pretty. Redeem Addison. Redeem the dog. She's not one of the oh, Taylor's home, that's what it is. Hey Tay! Hi Tay! Reggie's very interested in them barking. Yeah, I bet. I have a dog sitting job lined up in May. I hope they forget to pick her up. Aw. Dog sitting is fun. This is our last one that we're ironing up, and now we can start trimming. Yay! Hey Tay? Is Addie out there? Oh, she wouldn't come in for a treat. Addison! There she is. There's Addie Kent. What goes first? Maybe next. Benji, sit. Take it nice. That's not nice, but okay. Addison, take it nice. Good girls. There's all four of my babies. There are all of my babies. Wonder where Addie went. Mr. Wizard? Okay, there's packages at the front door. If somebody could get them, that would be really nice. Thank you. Dawn, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. I'm going to flip this out for my spinning mat so that we can use this. This one. And now we're going to be trimming these up to 5 inches. So 2.5 on either side. These are 5-inch, right? Let me just make sure. Each triangle should be trimmed to 2 3/4. Make a 9 pitch by raising 5-inch prints. Yeah, they're 5-inch, yeah. They're 5-inch. So I trim each side at the middle seam to 2.5, and that gives me my 5-inch. There we go. They're a little wet. Yep, and soggy. Can you take them in the kitchen and take them out of the boxes, please? Thank you. Go. So now we're going to be trimming these blocks down to 5-inch blocks so that we can actually start to assemble. Yay. Really excited about that. All right. Here we go. 5-inch blocks. So making the pinwheels is a bit of a slow and tedious process, but it has been worth it. The blocks are really pretty. I really like the fabric lines that I've chosen for this. I hope that they work out well. We'll have to wait when we get to the point where we're putting all the blocks together. Good morning, Marie. Welcome back to the channel. I see somebody said hello to you. I did not see you pop into chat, and I do apologize for that. But good morning. Welcome back. There we go. So we had two options with these pinwheels. We could have trimmed the triangles down to 2 3/4 and then sewn up the block to get our 5-inch. Or we could sew up the pieces all together and then trim it down to 5-inch. We tried both ways. It seems like this way was a little bit faster. So thank you again, Terry, for giving us that bit of tips and tricks. We appreciate that. I'm just spinning these around and trimming them to 2.5 inches from the center line. Not too difficult to do. All right, this one. Terry says you are welcome. Made my life easier. It did appear to make things easier. Yeah, I mean, I liked doing using my ruler, but the 2 3/4 really kind of made it a little bit of a challenge to really get that measurement correct. So in this case, I think this was just easier. I have to agree with you. I think this one's already, yeah. So we're going to trim these up. Moving right along here. I'm really hoping we can get a couple other true blocks done today. We'll have to wait and see how things go. We do have to end our stream a little bit early today. We're going to be ending today at 12 Central or noon Central instead of 12:30 like we normally do. That's because Mama Joyce and I are going to a concert this afternoon. We're going to an Elvis concert. Sherlock Cheryl will be joining us, as well as one of my coworkers and her mom will also be there as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be nice ladies' afternoon out. There we go. All right, next one up. These are trimming up actually pretty quickly. A lot faster than trimming up the individual triangles, that's for sure. And I'm taking about 1/4 of an inch off the edges here. I wanted to let you guys know I did buy 2 spare parts kits for my Martelli cutter. Sandra, I think it was you that had recommended I do that. So I did do that so that hopefully next time I have an issue with them, I won't have to worry about it. I did buy one, a brand new one from Amazon. It was very expensive. A lot more expensive than it had been before. But I did buy one. And then I ended up having to kind of scrap it for parts because it wouldn't, this red piece here was bent. And so it wouldn't like work correctly. So I was really kind of frustrated with that. So I ended up having to like just pull the spring out, because that was really the only piece that was missing out of my other one. So I just pulled the spring out of it, and this spring is not as tight as the other one was. So I'm having a little bit of trouble with it as it is. So I'm kind of a little disappointed with it. I mean, I have, like I said, I have extra parts to work through it, fix it, but it's kind of a little annoying. Mama Joyce has decided to go with a different type of cutting wheel herself. So she has gifted me hers. Unfortunately, I keep forgetting it at her house. One day I'll remember. So I will have quite a few of them. I do prefer the Martellis over any other cutting wheel personally. I've used a bunch of different kinds, and I really have not liked them as much as I like the Martelli, but The Martelli can be a bit challenging to use. Some people don't like the way you have to hold it. They don't like the way you change out the blades and things like that. So I get that. I understand that. Um, it can be a little sketchy. Is this the new one? The new Martelli? Is that what you're talking about? No. This is the old Martelli handle and pieces. The only thing that I switched out was the spring, and it's not as tight. So I'm a little. It doesn't snap the way the other one does. Like this one, like I mean, it closes, it stays closed, but it's very gentle. What happened?
I just took off the side supports.
Oh, thank you.
Where do you want
Where do I want it? Where do I want it? Where do I want it? If you want to move the fan down onto the desk, then you can put it on top of there. Sorry, friends. Give me a second. Those are all some of our new notions. Thank you. Our new notions showed up. We'll go through those next week. We don't really have time to look at them today. Show you guys what those look like. Can you stretch the spring out? Terry, I can. That's actually the problem, is that it's too stretched. It's too loose. It needs to be tighter. I have tried like tightening it up, seeing if that works, but it doesn't seem to be working. It closes, it stays closed, it's fine. It's just I'm used to it being a little bit tighter, is all. But maybe that was the problem. Maybe that's why it flung off the last time, which I still haven't found it. It's on the floor or on a desk somewhere. So it's okay. It works. It cuts the wheel. It cuts it. It's fine. I'm not too worried about it. You received notions at the time my threads was delivered. Well, there you go. Too funny. I wanted to make sure they came in because it was raining, and as it is, Taylor said the box is kind of soggy. So, wanted to try to make sure that it got cleaned up. Sandra says, Danny, watching you trim these pinwheels reminds me from a few weeks ago of the 74 that I had to trim. Oof. We have 80 total for this project, I believe. I believe there are 80 total. So yeah, I feel you. I'm just excited that we're going to be able to do something different the next time we come back. 11:30? Yeah, we still got half an hour. Next time we come back, we're actually going to be able to put blocks together. Real blocks together, not just the pinwheels. But the actual final blocks. You'll need to share. Shirley from Alaska is really getting the hang of those symbols. Look at her. Look at her go. Gonna be redeeming those symbols in for prizes in no time. 144 half square triangles to trim total, down to 24 to trim. Yikes, Susan, that's crazy. That's a lot. I think I had that many on our resilient quilt. I don't actually know how many I had, to be honest, but I feel like I had that many. Speaking of our resilient quilt, it is completed. I think you guys were with me on Wednesday when I finished the binding on that one. It was all done. Looks beautiful. I love it. I actually used it yesterday because Taylor was watching TV with us, and so she stole the blanket I normally use in the living room. So I went and grabbed that as a quilt, as a blanket, because I was chilly. I need to wash it still. That's all right. These are actually trimming up pretty quick. They're trimming up pretty quickly. And because they're laying so flat, we took such time and patience to really get them to lay flat. Trimming them up and getting the ruler to line up is really helpful. Really, really helping. That's the good news. Next weekend, we're going to be back to working on our Timberland Trails project. I'm really liking that one. I mean, we just started it, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Thursday, we will be back here for another live stream working on our Swirling Leaves project. You guys might remember we put together a bunch of leaves the last time we were working on that one. Lots of fun things happening. Probably got about 8 or 10 more. If I do it quickly enough, we might be able to get a block together. We'll have to wait and see. That one's done. Yeah. Awesome. Patty took the lead again? Oh boy. She's close. What, 6,000 more? Terry says, yep, I can't even break 800. Lucas must have it rigged. The only thing I can come up with. I'm just kidding. You actually can't do that. There's no way to. But we can still give them crap for it. Him and Tony are supposed to be running some errands today, so I'm thinking he's still with us, but I'm not sure. Go. For instance, I was like that last night. It's like your car battery ran out. You'll get there eventually. Some of these pinwheels are so pretty. Like this one here. So pretty. Lucas is here gambling away. Get back to your errands. Oh. He's probably waiting for Tony to get ready because, she takes a little bit of time. Probably waiting for her. It's the story of the man's life. He's always waiting for her. There's a country song called "Waiting on a Woman." That's Lucas. That's Lucas. Lucas says we were supposed to leave at 11. Uh-huh, yeah, I know that feeling. Lucas, you might as well just resort to the fact that you're going to be late everywhere you go for the rest of your life. You're never going to be there in time. Just just accept it, man, and move on. Just ask Mr. Wizard, he'll tell you. Jeff Foxworthy does a bit about things that they don't tell you about when you become a parent. Of course, same thing goes for when you're married as well, but Tony and Lucas are not married yet, but close enough for right now. And one of the things he says is that nobody ever told him that he was never going to be on time for anything ever again. Freeman says he makes me late all the time. Frickin' kills me. That's Taylor. Taylor's like that too. She doesn't like when people make her late. Makes her crazy. Me, I'm the one that makes everybody late because I'm always late. Always late for everything. I was hoping to beat the rainstorms. They're funny. You know what's gonna happen, don't you? You're gonna have to. She's gonna stand at the door, and you're gonna have to go get the car. That's that's how that works. I told that to Mr. Wizard yesterday when we were out running around. I said, "You do realize if we go in the store and it starts raining, you're going to get the car, right?" Just making sure you're aware. He's like, "I know. This isn't my first rodeo." Okay, just making sure. We don't like getting our hair wet. Alright, we only got 2 more of these to trim up. And I think we've got enough time to make 1 block. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see. Yes, 100%, and then you get to load the car in the rain while she sits in it. I know. I know. I birthed her. I know. I get it. I understand. I will at least help Mr. Wizard load the car. I won't make him load the car in the rain by himself. But I do make him go get it. Get her an umbrella hat. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Tony wear a hat. Oh, shoot. Look at that. The spring fell out of my martelli again. Son of a biscuit. Well, I'll fix it later. They just don't seem to stay in the way you want them to anymore. This one, I had a feeling this one wasn't going to be tight enough to stay in. So, it's alright, I have spares. Alright. Everything is trimmed up for now. I'm going to put this to the side so I don't lose it. There. Right over there. Just go over here for now. Susan says bye. No problem, Susan. Thanks so much for hanging out with us this morning. We appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to catch the replay later. And if you wouldn't mind, if you haven't already, make sure you tickle that like button on your way out. Thank you so much. There we go. Yeah, when it starts freezing up. Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure. Oh, good morning, Joyce. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Sunday morning to you. Oh, shoot, I had a hat on I was supposed to be wearing. Why didn't y'all tell me I wasn't wearing my hat? What the heck? Here are all of our pinwheels finally trimmed up and ready to go. Thank goodness. Now we can finally start to get to a point where we can actually build something here. Looks like we're probably going to be able to get 1 of these blocks done before we got to take off. We got about 15 minutes. Give or take a minute or 2. Let's go ahead and grab these. So here we have our solid pieces of fabric here. Our solid charm packs and our colored ones. And for our block assembly, we need to make, let's see, hang on here. So 3 block construction. Make a 9 patch by arranging 5 5-inch print squares of different prints, 2 5-inch print squares, and 2 pinwheels of differing prints in 3 rows of 3 as shown. Sew each together. Press the seam allowances of the first and third rows towards the left and the center row toward the right. Nest the seams and sew the rows together. Press the seams in one direction. Cut the 9-inch in half vertically, 2 1/4 from each vertical seam. So it's like a disappearing 9 patch with a pinwheel. Okay. How many of these do we need to make? How many rows? How many of these do we need to make? 20 of them. We need to make 20. Okay. Well, we're definitely not going to be able to make 20 today, but we can put 1 together. So I need 2 background pieces. So let's grab those. 2 background pieces. I need 2, 3, 4, 5 colored pieces. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Trying to get a variety if I can. 4. Oh, we got 5. Go. 5 of those, and then I need 2 pinwheels. So let's grab 2 pinwheels. Grab this one here, and this one here. All right, let's lay this out. So we got one there. We got a dark square, another pinwheel. Then we've got this one here. That one there. We've got a pinwheel down here. And that one, and then that one. Flip these around like that. All right, let's go ahead and sew this one up together. I like to sew up in the rows and then into columns. So I'm going to flip the second column onto the, into columns, and then, so I like to flip the second column onto the first column, sew them down, 1/4 inch seam. Lesson learned, button jar wall hanging today. Awesome. That sounds like fun. Make sure you post a picture of that on our Facebook page. We'd love to see what it looks like when you're done. We'll try and get one of these blocks together for you, or at least partially together. I don't know that we're going to get the whole thing done. We can give it a go. We can try it out. Alrighty, so it says, so each row together, press the seam allowances of the first and third row towards the left. Alright, so this is the first row. I'm just going to finger press them for right now, just to get them to lay down. And then this left one, or this right one, to the right. Go. These two here. Jean says she's got to go. No problem, Jean. We completely understand. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. We really appreciate you being here. Hope you have a great rest of your day, rest of your weekend. Don't forget to come back on Thursday for our Swirling Leaves project, or if you are a member of the channel, you can come back here on Monday, which is tomorrow, for our members only live stream. I will post the Zoom link for that around 7 o'clock, usually somewhere between 7 and 7:15, in our community page on our channel. If you are interested in joining us on the Zoom link, you're welcome to do so. Or just join us in chat too, that's fine. It is recorded and it is up for replay, so if that is something that is of concern to you, just wanted to let you know about it. All right, let's go ahead and separate these. All right, so this one here, again, towards the left. That one here, towards the right. And this one here, towards the left. Go ahead and hit these up with the warm iron real quick. Yeah, I know I don't have my ironing pad down, but should be okay. Hi, what'd you come in here for? Huh? What'd you come in here for? Okay, see you later. She's so funny sometimes. Just like, I don't know why she came in here. I didn't call her. She's so silly. She is so silly sometimes. There we go. She was running a little bit on the slow side. There we go. That's a little bit better. I see you. What do you want? All one direction, it says. So we'll go up. So here. That was Wrigley just in here a second ago, the black and white one. I don't know what the heck they're doing, but whatever. I like being able to just leave the door open and let them come and go as they please. Of course, I know you guys like it too, because then you get to see them on the puppy cam. It makes it like you're kind of part of the room with me. Get to enjoy them like I do. There's no offense to anybody else, but my dogs are pretty darn cute. No offense to anybody else. Alright, let me grab this for a second. Pull this off the machine. Got about 5 more minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and slice these. We're going to see what happens. I'm supposed to cut them 2 1/4 from the seam. Let me just hit them up with the iron again. This is a wood board, so I mean I know it's not my wool mat, but it's safe enough to iron it. Alright, grab this. A little on the short side. That's right. I'll try like that. I think we're gonna use the bigger mat. We're gonna use a bigger mat because I don't like that. I want to make sure that I can get it off the edge. So there we go. That's better. All right, so it's now 2 1/4. Is this thing long? No. All right. Use the bigger one. I'll use this one. Sorry, guys. I don't know what ruler I want to use. We'll get it. I promise. We'll use the square. There we go. So 2 1/4 from the seam. 2 1/4 from the seam. The center seams. Okay. All right. Okay. Now we're going to take it this way. Kathy, congratulations on redeeming your thimbles in for a random notion. The ones for this month have been mailed out already, but that's all right. Streamlabs keeps track of them for me, and you will get them next month for sure. There we go. There we go. All right, we've got them all cut up. So now what we need to do is take this one here and spin it so that it goes this way. Okay. Take this one here and keep it this way. Take this one here with the pinwheel and keep it this way. And take this one and spin it this way. Ooh, pretty. Pretty. Let me sew these up together for you folks so you guys can see what they look like. Because I know you can probably see it a little bit on my table there, but let's go ahead and do it a little bit better. So y'all can see what our blocks are going to look like when we're done. What happened to the puppy can? Why didn't anybody tell me the puppy cam got bumped? You just remember where you posted it. Alright. This one goes this way. No. Press the seams. Pieces. Bottom row towards the right, top row towards the left. Alright. Works for me. Nest the seams and sew them up together. Works for me. Kind of flipped on me. I'm trying to tuck it back down. There we go. Tuck that seam back down in there. A little bit. There we go. right, here we go. Let's go ahead and pinwheel this center seam here. Maybe. Well, there we go. I know we're taking off here in just a minute, folks. Give me just a second. I just wanted to show you what this block is going to end up looking like. Just pinwheeling the seam here. Let me pull my mat up so we can get it laying nice and flat. Take this out. Put this in. We're gonna chain piece these when we come back. I just wanted to get this one together so you guys can actually see what the whole block is gonna look like. Seam stuff here. Our links allowed in Facebook. I will share the link of my quilt. So yes, absolutely, Terry. Yes, that is one of the reasons we have the Facebook group, is so that links are allowed, as well as pictures and such. So you all can share things with me as opposed to me only being able to share with you. So yes, links should be allowed in Facebook, Terry. I don't see why they wouldn't be. If you run into any trouble, though, Lucas and I can help with that. He is one of the moderator. He's the moderator on the Facebook page, so he can help with that. Excuse me. Let me flip this back over one more time. Hit it one more time with the iron. You guys can see what our block actually looks like. I'm really liking this. Seems like it took us forever to get here, but we're finally here. That is what our block looks like. Isn't that pretty, folks? I love all the colors. Oh, it's the for Framed Pinwheels video. Oh, awesome, 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 awesome. There you go, folks. That is what our blocks are going to look like. Like Terry said, she finished hers already, so we can see what hers looks like, which will be really kind of neat to see. We have got 19 more of these blocks to put together the next time we come back, which will be really exciting. I do apologize again for having to end the stream a little bit early today. Like I said, that's because we're going to a concert that I need to get ready for here in just a second. But anyway, so yay, we're finally in a position where we're making the blocks. I think we're going to be able to get quite a few of the blocks done next time we come back. We'll get them all sewn up together, then we'll get them all cut up together, and then we'll get them all sewn up again. So hopefully maybe 2 more streams to put the blocks together before we actually start assembling. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, thanks again, friends, for hanging out with me this morning. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you to all of our new subscribers. Thank you to all of our new viewers. Really appreciate that. Don't forget to tickle that like button on your way out today. I really appreciated that. And if you're still watching us tonight, right now, and you're not subscribed, please consider doing so as well. Thank you also. Giovanni, good morning. Welcome back. Have fun at the concert. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry I missed you popping in earlier. Sylvia as well. Good evening. Yes, Elvis is waiting. Yeah. The Elvises are waiting. That's right. Yes, that is very true. Yep. Thank you guys so much again. Don't forget our members only live stream is tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and then we will be back here for our regular live stream on Thursday for our Swirling Leaves project, and then of course we're back here again on Sunday morning as well. If you guys need me for anything between now and then, feel free to leave a comment down below, or you can always email me, or you can send me a message on Facebook or a DM on Instagram. I try to answer them as quickly as I can. Sometimes I don't get to them the same day. That's just because I've got a lot going on and I'm not always able to get to them right away. So I appreciate your patience while you wait for me, but I will try to get them to you as quick as I can. Congratulations to our thimble redeemers today. Congratulations again to Sandra on reaching the 1 million thimbles and having her redemption get mailed tomorrow on Monday. But yeah, all right, friends. Well, thanks again so much for hanging out with us. We will see you again either tomorrow or hopefully on Thursday. Bye for now.